Good evening, I'm Apolinario, 30 Dignadisi Valencia, and this is Philippine Headlines. In Luzon, pregnant cat thrown off a bridge in the municipality of Indang, the province of Cavite, goes viral. A man in the municipality of Indang, the province of Cavite, went viral on social media after he threw a pregnant cat off a bridge, believing it was already dead after being run over. An animal welfare group said they attempted to search for the cat but were unable to find it. The group plans to file a complaint against a man, a college freshman, for violating the law against animal cruelty. He has apologized, that said, and he is willing to face the complaint. In Visayas, garbage truck accident in the municipality of Consolacion. A garbage truck owned by Barangay San Nicolas in the city of Cebu crashed into a concrete electric post in Barangay Polog, the municipality of Consolacion, the province of Cebu, early Saturday morning. The garbage truck was supposed to dispose of collected waste at the Polog landfill when it reportedly suddenly lost its brakes. After the brakes failed, the truck hit a parked motorcycle, flowed into a roadside store, and then slammed into an electric post, causing it to break. According to San Nicolas Barangay Captain Clifford Jude Ninyal, the garbage truck uses an air brake system. He explained that if the vehicle remains idle for a long time, the air supply can run out, causing the brakes to malfunction and fail to hold the wheels. The truck was already in line to dump its garbage at the Polog landfill when the brakes suddenly failed as it was about to enter. Fortunately, the driver was not seriously injured and was immediately brought to the hospital, while his helper managed to jump out before the truck crashed. By Sunday afternoon, the garbage truck was fully recovered after the Cebu City government sent equipment to pull it out. The rescue operation was delayed because clearance from Visayan Electric was still needed. The Department of Public Services also sent another garbage truck to transfer the collected waste, which was then transported to the landfill. In Mindanao, shear line in Caraga region, over 68,000 families affected. The shear line currently affected the Caraga region has impacted more than 68,000 families, or the total of 257,243 individuals. According to data from the Regional Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council, Caraga, 6,607 families or 21,604 individuals are temporarily staying in 82 evacuation centers, while more than 9,000 families have sought shelter with relatives and friends. A total of 16,219 families or 57,213 individuals have been affected by flooding and landslides. Authorities recorded 32 damaged houses, 8 were totally damaged, and 24 were partially damaged. There were also 16 landslide incidents reported, 9 in Agusan del Sur and 2 in Surigao del Sur. Severe flooding was also reported in 68 barangays, 31 in Agusan del Sur, 32 in Surigao del Sur, 4 in Butuan City, and 1 in Surigao del Norte. And the other news, tomatoes discarded along bypass roads, some residents collect them. Out of deep regret, several residents collected tomatoes that were dumped along the bypass road in Barangay Bonpal East, the municipality of Bayumbong, the province of Nueva Vizcaya. According to them, the tomatoes were still of good quality and could still be used. The Nueva Vizcaya Agricultural Terminal said that the disposal of tomatoes is expected to continue from now until next month. They also said that they have already informed the Department of Agriculture about the situation. This was reportedly due to the lack of buyers and the harvest season also taking place in other areas such as Ilocos, Pangasinan, Nueva Ecija, and other parts of Central Luzon. Some buyers also prioritize larger varieties and half-ripe tomatoes compared to the smaller varieties commonly grown in the province. At present, the wholesale price of large tomatoes ranges from 10 to 12 pesos per kilo, while medium-sized ones range from 8 to 10 pesos per kilo. The Nueva Vizcaya Agricultural Terminal will coordinate with the Department of Agriculture to sell the tomatoes through their Kadiwa store. And the Nueva Vizcaya Agricultural Terminal is also expected to seek assistance from NGOs conducting barter trade programs for agricultural products in exchange for grocery items. In our business update, Jollibee Foods Corporation buys leading Korean hotspot brand Shabu All Day. Fast food giant Jollibee Foods Corporation is acquiring South Korea's leading hotpot chain Shabu All Day for approximately $87 million, the company announced on Friday, as the homegrown global food firm makes a push into a communal dining market. The deal, executed through Jollibee's subsidiary Jolly K, sees the Manila-based group take a 70% stake in All Day Fresh Co. Limited. Private equity firm Elevation Equity Partners Korea withhold the remaining 30%. Shabu All Day, headquarters in Seoul, operates 169 outlets across South Korea. It is the country's top hotpot brand by store count, generating annual system-wide sales of $285 million. The chain is known for its all-you-can-eat format, featuring premium beef and an extensive dessert selection. Jollibee Chairman Tony Tan Kak-chong said the acquisition aligns with the company's strategy of buying high-growth, profitable brands. The move comes as the global hotspot segment is projected to reach 90 billion pesos by 2029. According to Euromonitor, Jollibee expects the acquisition to boost its global earnings or EBIT by 8% in 2026, increasing the contribution of its international business to nearby half of total revenues. Elevation's managing partner Gordon Cho said the partnership would leverage Jollibee's global scale and brand building to excellence to accelerate the chain's growth. Jollibee, famous for its signature fried chicken, has been aggressively expanding its global footprint. This latest deal follows its 2024 acquisition of South Korea's Composed Toffee, signaling a deepening commitment to the Korean market and the broader Chinese cuisine segment. In Luzon, Coast Guard Station in Romblon conducts gun safety orientation and dry fire exercise. Coast Guard Station, Romblon and its substations conducted a gun safety orientation and dry fire exercise on February 7 and 21 to strengthen proper firearms handling and enhance the readiness of personnel. They underwent supervised dry fire exercises to improve accuracy, control, and confidence in handling firearms, part of their ongoing training to ensure the disciplined and responsible use of weapons in their operations. In Visayas, motorcyclist killed after crashing into a truck. A man died following a vehicular accident that occurred at around 2:50 a.m. on February 23 along the National Highway in Barangay Inayagan in the city of Naga, the province of Cebu. According to a report from the Naga City Police Station, the incident involved 3 vehicles. The first vehicle was a Honda XRM motorcycle without a sidecar bearing plate number SZ5159, driven by an unidentified individual. The second vehicle was an Isuzu plate number GNH448, driven by Jonathan Morales Macalwa, 40 years old, a resident of South San Fernando in Cebu. The third vehicle was a Toyota Innova Wagon PUV taxi with plate number GBF1068, driven by Jerry Libradilla Sarsola, 41 years old, a resident of Lapu-Lapu City. Investigation revealed that the motorcycle and the taxi were traveling toward Minglanilla, while the truck was heading from Minglanilla toward the proper of Naga City. After reaching the accident site, the motorcycle stopped to make a left turn but was struck by the truck. Due to the impact, the motorcycle driver was thrown off and sustained severe injuries to different parts of his body. The motorcycle crossed into the opposite lane and was further hit by the taxi. The victim was immediately rushed to the Vicente Mendiola Center for Health and Naga Infirmary but was declared dead on arrival by attending doctors. The truck driver was arrested by the police and is facing charges of reckless imprudence resulting in homicide and damage to property. The truck was brought to the police station for proper disposition. The driver will also undergo mandatory alcohol and chemical testing in accordance with Section 7 of Republic Act Number 10586, also known as the Anti-Drug and Drug Driving Act of 2013. In Mindanao, a man who noticed a fire quickly stopped playing, scattered after spotting flames in Barangay Makabalan in the city of Cagayan de Oro early morning. The big boy immediately halted his online scattered games when he saw flames erupting from an apartment in Block 3 in Piaping Puti in Barangay Makabalan, the city of Cagayan de Oro. The Bureau of Fire Protection earlier declared the fire under control as of 4:30 a.m. on February 24. Big Boy said they felt fortunate to have help put out the fire, adding and that he had not called for help right away. The blaze might not have been extinguished as quickly. He immediately sought assistance and residents worked together through a bucket relay to control the flames. Earlier reports revealed that neighbors suspect the fire may have been caused by an electrical issue in the apartment owned by Janet Urang. It was learned that fire trucks have difficulty entering the area due to the narrow roads, so only water hoses were connected while some residents formed a bucket brigade to help extinguish the fire faster. According to neighbor Terilu Sagado, the fire started from the upper portion of the apartment. She expressed gratitude that they had stored water available, which greatly helped the residents as they worked together to put out the blaze. In the other news, a road in Ned damaged by a landslide remains impossible. Sangguniang ang panlalawigan sa Cotabato to summon the Department of Energy and other agencies over coal mining operations. The damaged road in Ned due to a landslide remains impossible. The Sangguniang Panlalawigan of South Cotabato plans to summon the Department of Energy and other concerned agencies in connection with the coal mining operations in the area. The Mines and Geosciences Bureau Region 12, or MGB-12, refused to state the possible link between the mining operations and the landslide. According to their office, they have not yet received clearance from the DENR Central Office to speak on the matter. Earlier, the provincial government of South Cotabato, through Vice Governor Arthur Dodo Pingoy, assured residents that assistance would be provided. A special session is scheduled on February 23 this year to discuss the situation and to hear the statements of all concerned agencies and companies operating in the area. And our business update, SM Seaside Cebu Arena to open in June will be bigger than Mall of Asia Arena according to SM Prime. SM Prime Holdings will open the SM Seaside Cebu Arena in June this year, which will be bigger than even the company's currently flagship Mall of Asia Arena, company officials said. Located with South Coast City, the arena has a building footprint of about 1.6 hectares and a total gross floor area of roughly 7.4 hectares. SM Prime said the Seaside Cebu Arena is in talks with concert promoters, sports federations, and entertainment producers ahead of the operating of the new venue. SM said it is looking to open the arena with a concert by a local artist, which will soon be followed by a concert by an international performer. The SM Seaside Cebu Arena will feature multi-level spectator areas, professional-grade sports and entertainment systems, corporate suites, VIP lounges, a range of food and beverage concepts, and other lifestyle amenities. In Luzon, cease and desist order issued over collapsed Rodriguez landfill. A cease and desist order has been served on the Phase 5 operations of Greenleaf Solid Waste Management Incorporated by the Department of Environment and Natural Resources or DENR following the landfill collapse in Rodriguez on February 20. The department has also enforced a no-entry policy to ensure public safety and to prevent disruption of ongoing rescue and rehabilitation efforts in the area. One fatality has been confirmed, while two other individuals remain missing due to the incident. In Visayas, more motorcycles impounded in Cebu due to illegal mufflers. Traffic enforcers here impounded more motor vehicles as operations against illegal mufflers continued on their second day. As of February 24, a total of 50 vehicles in the cities of Cebu and Mandaue have been impounded due to having their exhaust pipe fitted with illegal mufflers, the Land Transportation Office in Central Visayas or LTO7 said. On Tuesday alone, LTO7 seized 28 motorcycles for the same violation. They also impounded one motor vehicle for operating without a valid registration. Violators face a minimum fine of 5,000 pesos, vehicle impoundment, and mandatory replacement of non-compliant exhaust system on site, the agency added. The acting regional director of LTO Region 7, Francisco Francis Jr., stressed that operations will press on without let up. Motorists are strongly advised to ensure their exhaust systems conform to the manufacturer's standard specifications to avoid penalties and impoundment. Likewise, LTO Region 7 also warned the public against misinformation circulating on social media, noting that bloggers and online groups have been spreading misleading information about muffler regulations. In Mindanao, MDRMO Arakan reiterates warning, do not force passage along Formon Road due to risk. The Municipal Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office or MDRMO of Arakan continues to strongly warn all motorists and residents not to force their way through the damaged section of Formon Road in Barangay Salasang in Arakan due to the serious risk to life. This follows the earlier assessment conducted by Mines and Geosciences Bureau Region 12, which revealed that the area is clarified as high risk and remains prone to further collapse, especially amid the ongoing heavy rains caused by the easterlies. The MDRMO clarified that a full closure remains in effect on the said road starting November 12, 2025, based on the directive of the Department of Public Works and Highways or DPWH 2nd Engineering Office in Kidapawan City. The office emphasized that public safety must be prioritized and advised motorists to use the following alternative roads for light vehicles in Barangay Poblacion, Anapulon, Dato Mantangkil, Binuungan, Napaliko, Katipunan via Davao Bukidnon Highway, and for heavy vehicles, Provincial Road in Poblacion, Santo Niño, Miocan, Alab, Dalag, Lumundao Highway, and Davao Bukidnon. In the other news, President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. to study the bill declaring EDSA People Power Anniversary a regular holiday. Ferdinand Marcos Jr. or PBBM will study the bill proposing to declare the EDSA People Power Anniversary a regular holiday. Malacanang said that President Marcos will review the proposal to declare February 25 of every year a regular holiday in commemoration of the EDSA People Power Revolution. Under the House Bill number 7911, February 25 should be declared a regular holiday to commemorate the peaceful 1986 EDSA People Power Revolution that ousted President Ferdinand E. Marcos Sr., toppled the authoritarian regime he established, and restored democracy in the Philippines. It can be recalled that in 2023, President Marcos moved in the observance of the day to February 24 and declared it a special non-working day instead. From the year and in the years that followed, President Marcos did not include the date in the list of holidays, whether regular or special. Palace Press Officer Undersecretary Claire Castro explained that holidays affect business owners, but those who wish to commemorate the occasion are still allowed to do so. In our business update, GCash users can now request a birth certificate and a marriage certificate through the app. GCash users will now be able to request official documents such as birth and marriage certificates from the Philippine Statistics Authority or PSA through the app. The PSA has partnered with the Ayala-led fintech giant to integrate civil registry services directly into its mobile platform, officials said Wednesday, marking a significant push to digitize essential public services. The partnership, which includes services provider Pilipinas Teleserve, introduced the PSA Helpline mini app within the GCash ecosystem. The integration allows Filipinos to request birth, marriage, and death certificates as well as Senomar and Senodeath documents directly through their smartphones. The service can be accessed through the GCash G-Life section. The move makes GCash the first e-wallet in the country to host the PSA Helpline service and the first to offer PDF civil registry certificates within its interface. The digital shift aims to reduce barriers for citizens in remote areas, providing a streamlined process from request to payment and delivery. To address security concerns, the system utilized the e-wallet verification infrastructure. In Luzon, a young girl riding an e-truck in the city of Naga accidentally fell onto the road, causing alarm among motorists and bystanders near the Magsaysay Avenue intersection. In a video of the incident, the child can be seen falling onto the pavement and nearly being hit by a vehicle following behind. Fortunately, traffic enforcers stationed in the area responded quickly, preventing what could have been a more serious tragedy. According to reports, the child did not sustain serious injuries and was immediately assisted after the incident. Authorities are once again reminding parents and e-truck drivers to ensure that passengers, especially the children, are properly seated and secured. Extra caution is especially important in busy intersections to avoid accidents. In Visayas, Lapu-Lapu City Police seized 153,000 pesos worth of suspected smuggled cigarettes since January. The Lapu-Lapu City Police Office or LCPO has confiscated suspected smuggled cigarettes worth of 153,000 pesos during a series of operations conducted from January 1 to February 24 this year. The operations were carried out in line with the campaign of the Police Regional Office 7 against smuggled cigarettes. In more than a month of operations, police seized 226 reams of 27 packs of various cigarette brands for lacking the required health warning labels and tax stamps. Meanwhile, individuals found in possession of the cigarettes voluntarily surrendered their stocks to their respective barangay councilors out of fear of facing penalties. According to City Director Police Colonel Agosto Dasquio, authorities will continue to intensify their operations and urge business owners to comply with the law. In Mindanao, a minivan caught fire in the city of Tacurong, the province of Sultan Kudarat. A minivan was engulfed in flames due to an electrical trouble in the city of Tacurong on Tuesday afternoon, February 24 this year. According to the minivan's driver, Roger Obra Gansena, 60 years old, and his 73-year-old companion, Calixto Jeron Sr., they noticed that a part of the vehicle was emitting smoke. When they pulled over to the side of the highway to check, the vehicle suddenly burst into the flames. The minivan was completely burned before firefighters from the Bureau of Fire Protection, Tacurong City Fire Station arrived at the scene to respond to the incident. In the other news, Kyle Punsalang is one of the victims of MV Trisha Kirsten 3 to be laid to rest. The ashes of Kyle Punsalang, one of the 65 fatalities in the sinking of MV Trisha Kirsten 3, will be laid to rest last February 25 at Toril Memorial Park. Kyle is a 22-year-old and apprentice was initially reported missing after the incident and was only found 20 days later. He was among the 65 victims of the sea tragedy. Amid their grief, his family, along with the families of the other victims, continues to seek justice for the lives that were lost. And our business update, the Cebu City gets 145 million pesos for schools subsidy. The Cebu City is set to receive a major financial boost of 145 million pesos from the national government to build more classrooms and provide local subsidies. The funding arrives at a critical time as the city works to address classroom shortages and support its expanding student population. On February 23, 2026, a Memorandum of Agreement or MOA was signed at Malacanang to officially release the funds through the Local Government Support Funds or LGSF. About half of the 145 million pesos will be used to build multi-story school buildings. These new structures are needed to accommodate more than 100,000 students currently enrolled in the city. The city has already submitted plans for 6 and 8-story buildings. These tall school buildings are designed to save space while providing enough rooms for everyone. Currently, many schools have to use shifting schedules or temporarily classrooms because there simply isn't enough space. The shortage of learning space is a massive challenge across the Philippines. For the 2025-2026 year school, the country is short by about 165,000 classrooms. In Cebu City, overcrowding has forced some students into the rooms designed for much smaller groups. To help fix this, the national government has increased the total LGSF to 57.872 billion for 2026. This is a 34 billion pesos increase from the last year, aimed to helping local cities building things faster. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., who led the MOA signing, explained that the government is making it easier for cities to get this money. In the past, local governments had to finish every single piece of paperwork before seeing a cent. Now, the process is being streamlined to get help to the people faster. In Luzon, child riding a bicycle dies after being hit by SUV in the municipality of Luna, the province of Isabela. A 6-year-old child was declared dead on arrival at the hospital after being accidentally hit by an SUV on the night of February 25 in Barangay Mababanga in the municipality of Luna. According to Police Major Jonathan Ramos of the Luna Municipal Police Station, the accident occurred past 9:30 p.m. and involved the Toyota Fortuner and the victim's bicycle. The SUV was identified as a black metallic Toyota Fortuner driven by a 73-year-old man. Both the driver and the 6-year-old victim who owned the bicycle are residents of the said town. According to the authorities, investigation, the child came out of an alley while the SUV was exiting a barangay road. The two reportedly failed to see each other at the scene, which led to the collision. The child fell onto the road while the SUV driver remained at the scene. According to Police Major Ramos, both parties are expected to settle the matter on February 26 as it is believed that the incident was purely accidental and that there was no intent on either side. In Visayas, a house in the municipality of Bingawan was caught fire while the town's fire truck remains unserviceable. According to Senior Fire Officer 2 John Kenneth Pareño, Deputy Fire Marshal of the Bingawan Fire Station, they received a walk-in report at 8:31 a.m. about a fire in Purok 5 in Poblacion. Firefighters from Bingawan immediately called the Kalinog Fire Station at the Tapas Fire Station for assistance since their fire truck is still out of service. While waiting for augmentation, Bingawan firefighters rushed to the scene at 8:32 a.m. using a temporarily serviced vehicle provided by the LGU. Firefighters battled the blaze using fire extinguishers and conducted a bucket relay with the help of residents. The fire was declared out of 8:43 a.m. shortly after the Tapas fire truck arrived. Property damage is estimated at around 120,000 pesos. The fire truck of the Bingawan Fire Station has yet to be repaired after breaking down last year. A logistics team from the Bureau of Fire Protection Iloilo inspected the truck. However, according to Fire Officer 2 Pareño, it is difficult to find replacement parts, making repairs challenging. FAR Officer Tupareño added that for now, the LGU has provided them with a temporary service vehicle. It can be recalled that another fire also occurred in the town of February 20, but the Bingawan Bureau of Fire Protection fire truck was likewise unserviceable at the time. In Mindanao, because of a cat, a cobra was spotted in Don Carlos, chased by residents and even photographer. Before the chase happened, a resident was able to take a photo of the snake in Barangay Calubihon in the Don Carlos, the province of Bukidnon. Thanks to the alert reaction of a pet cat, residents immediately discovered the presence of the venomous snake, which had been hiding in the grassy area near their homes. In a video shared by Marlon Duo Pancho, the snake can be seen quickly slithering away while several men in the area work together to chase it. The incident caused intense fear among residents, especially since the snake moved very fast and was notably large and long, potentially deadly if it had not been disturbed early by the cat. According to experts, it is currently by so-called breeding season for snakes. In the other news, 2 tamarals in Palawan were rescued. 2 Palawan leopard cats, or locally known as tamaral or maral, were rescued in Barangay Tagumpay in Rojas, Palawan by the Palawan Council for Sustainable Development and the Municipal Environment and Natural Resources Office, or MENRO. According to MENRO Rojas, Palawan, the 2 tamarals were first spotted on February 21 after being chased by 2 dogs along the roadside. The Palawan leopard cat is listed as an endangered species and is protected under Republic Act No. 9147, or also known as the Wildlife Resources Conservation and Protection Act of 2001. And our business update, the Mactan Cebu Airport wins International Customer Experience Award. Mactan Cebu International Airport, or MCIA, has been recognized as one of the best airports at departures globally in the ASQ Customer Experience Awards by global industry body Airports Council International, or ACI World. The operator of the gateway said on Thursday. MCIA was recognized as one of the best airports in the Asia-Pacific region for the 5 to 15 million passengers category for outstanding customer experience, Aboitiz Infra Capital, or AIC said. The ASQ Customer Experience Award from ACI demonstrates the trust travelers place in Mactan Cebu International Airport and reinforces its position as a top airport in the region for customer experience. AIC coach Justin Ebasi, Director General of ACI World. AIC, the infrastructure arm of the Aboitiz Group, said MCIA serves as the primary transfer point for the Visayas and Mindanao regions. It has unique SEB Connect transfer system and SEB Plus network, which integrates air-to-sea travel for tourists, the company said. Julius Neri Jr., General Manager and CEO of Mactan Cebu International Airport Authority, or MCIA, said the award reflects a strong collaboration between the government and our private sector partners. MCIA said the airport is the first in the Philippines to implement parallel runway operations, a move that has significantly bolstered its efficiency. The 2025 ASQ Customer Experience Awards ceremony is scheduled to be held at the ACI World Airport Experience Summit in Istanbul, Turkey, from August 31 to September 4 this year. Another Philippine gateway, Clark International Airport, was also recognized by ACI as one of the 6 airports globally to receive the Best Airports at Arrivals Awards for 2025. And that is Philippine Headlines this Friday, February 27, 2026. I'm Apolinario, 30 Dignadis in Valencia, and this is Salakot Online Broadcasting Network. Good night, Philippines. Amping kasadya.